You have served the good people of Dolinar and Darnassus well, brave adventurer. As a member of the Sentinel Force of Teldrassil, I salute your efforts. I was dispatched with a small group of sentinels here to protect the oracle tree from the harpies that have made nests all around the glade. Little by little, we are trying to push them back. When the oracle tree attempted to send a runner to Darnassus with a report, the messenger was attacked and killed by a group of the harpies. If you feel up to the task, go to their nests, slay them, and return their belts to me as proof of your deeds. Oh, farewell. I am impressed by what you have accomplished here in so short a time, adventurer. Would that I could ask you to remain here to assist me with my duties, but I know in my heart that greater tasks lie ahead for you. I have noticed the oracle tree has just shed a piece of its bark. No doubt it has a task that it wishes completed. You should speak with it. Oh, thank you, adventurer. I feared I would never see Mist again, knowing only her death in my heart, never to be united with my faithful companion. I owe you more than you can know, and you have my eternal gratitude. Oh, the forest whispers of your feats of valor, adventurer. As I felt the harpies forced from their nests, a greater calm spread across the forest, its creatures once again feeling safe. I have feared sending another messenger to the Archdruid, but I know that you will see my message safely to him. Deliver this to him and know that the forest will see you safely along its paths to the Forest of Stone. The grace with which I fight is not something I can teach you, but I can teach you.
Ah, a Timberling seed. I wanted to try growing one of these to help Denelin with his studies, but I'm afraid I've discovered that a corruption has grown in many of the Timberlings, and seeds from such creatures carry their parents' taint. They are beyond my talents to repair. Denelin is very skilled with things that grow. He may find a cure for future Timberlings. He may be their only hope. There is a malevolence growing with Timberlings. We are trying to find the source, but until we do, in order to keep Teldrassil safe, we must cut down the Timberlings who are beyond help. Those that wander Wellspring Lake in northern Teldrassil are the most tainted. They must be removed. Destroy the Timberlings you find there and gather the mossy tumors growing upon them. Bring the tumors to me so that they may be burned. If you are here to waste my time, then you are wasting the time of the Cenarian Circle as a whole. For your sake, let us hope that you are not foolish enough to be doing just that. I wondered why the Oracle Tree had not communicated with me for so long. It seems that some problems are lessened while others grow to greater concerns. I fear my work on Teldrassil shall never be completed, and our immortality never restored. Nonetheless, you have done the Oracle Tree's task well, and should be rewarded for your diligence. If you had enough time to run messages for the Oracle Tree, then I'm sure that I can press you into service to deliver a message to the Grove of the Ancients in Darkshore, due south of Aberdeen. You will most likely have to secure transport on a hippogriff, but I have faith enough in you that you can manage that. Take this to Onu, the Ancient of Lore. He has been awaiting word from me, even as I waited for news from the Oracle Glade.
The forest mourns for Lady Saphira, but it was something that had to be done. Thank you, adventurer. Now you must finish the task to which you have been appointed. Take the spinnerets and offer Lady Sathra's sacrifice to a loon. Lay the great spider to rest. Inside this temple, find the central fountain. There is where you may leave the sacrifice. The holy waters will purify and cleanse the corruption that drove Sathra mad. When you have completed this, return to me. He was The loss of Lady Saphira is distressing, but in this way only may she be reborn with a renewed spirit. May a loon willingly accept the sacrifice that you have offered her.
How nice it is to see an adventurer interested in the great archaeological wonders of our world. Oftentimes our work is dismissed as mere hobby by our friends in the Alliance. But what many fail to realize is that recent discoveries in Cosmodan have proven that a great and powerful force threatens all of Azeroth, from Lordaeron to Kalimdor. I am most worried about my crew that I sent to Darkshore. They haven't sent word in weeks. Travel to Orberdeen and look for a clue as to their whereabouts.
Watch your back.
is full.
Well done. These tumors are the symptom of the Timberling's disease. They are filled with a poison that we must cleanse from our new land. I will dispose of these tumors. Thank you, adventurer. I have just received word that Denelin at Lake Alameth has discovered what may be the cause of the tumors that plague the Timberlings. Please speak with him and tell him I sent you. Make haste, adventurer. He needs our help. Adventurer, you have proven yourself a most worthy and able adventurer. A person who follows the path of honor as sure as you do is certain to find great glory in this world. May the forest spirits protect you wherever your travels may take you. To be in the presence of the oracle tree, it is almost to feel wisdom take form. Let me continue the telling. With Teldrassil grown, the archdruid approached the dragons for their blessings as the dragons had placed upon Nordrassil in ancient times. But Nosdormu, Lord of Time, refused to give his blessing, chiding the druid for his arrogance. In agreement with Nosdormu, Alexstrasza also refused Staghelm, and without her blessing, Teldrassil's growth has been flawed and unpredictable. Without the blessings of Alexstrasza the Lifebinder and Nosdormu the Timeless, Teldrassil's growth has not been without flaw. Strange beasts have been reported arising from the very ground of the tree, and crazed furbolgs attack passing travelers. I can only hope that the solution the Archdruid is looking for will be found quickly. I will pour all the files you brought into this vessel for you to deliver to Darnassus. Bring it to Fandral Staghelm. You will find him in the Druid Grove. Without the blessings of fail. Where did you get this? I haven't seen a plant like this since a sojourn I made to the Swamp of Sorrows, decades ago. It's amazing that a specimen made its way to Teldrassil, and it's grown to such a size. Thank you, adventurer. Forgive my shortness of words, but there is a test I would like to perform on this frond. Be careful. Ah, so Relian sent you to aid me. I'm glad you arrived here so soon. I've discovered something quite disturbing. In a cave along the southern bank of the lake, a timberling named Oakenscowl is spreading corruption to all the creatures that make Lake Alameth their home. I dared not get too close, but even from a distance it is obvious. Oakenscowl is being poisoned by the largest tumor I have ever seen. I would call it gargantuan, even. Adventurer, you have already done much to aid my efforts, but I ask of you one more task. Hunt down Oakenscowl and collect the tumor. Remove this source of corruption from my home. I knew you were more than capable of ridding the lake of that horrible beast. It is a distressing situation. Oakenscowl was once a grand leader amongst his kind, but corruption does not discriminate between the lowly and the noble. The size of this tumor is quite disturbing, but I must study it to learn more about the disease that upsets the Timberling population. Thank you, adventurer. Ah, yes, the water I had requested. Tanneron and Corethris certainly took their time in having it delivered, perhaps not choosing the most reliable of messengers. Nonetheless, I can finally get back to my work then. The weight of Teldrassil's problems fall upon my shoulders, a yoke I would wish to soon be rid of. Take this, you may find some use for it. To maintain our link to the mainland, we have hippogriffs constantly flying between Rutheran village and Darkshore.
May Elune walk with you, adventurer. The Temple of the Moon has come to help the troubled citizens of Oberdeen. Majestic sea creatures are known to launch themselves at the Darkshore coastline, beached there until they die. Lately, these beasts have been washing ashore in ever-increasing numbers. I've been sent here by the Temple of the Moon to investigate, but the presence of murlocs along the water has made my research difficult. There is a giant creature washed ashore just south of Oberdeen that is ringed by the foul grey mist murlocs. Could you go there and retrieve bones from the creature for our study?
In the aftermath of the battles at the Well of Eternity, I heard that Amatharan had been destroyed, its people dead, including my love, Anaya. I would never have thought, thousands of years later, that memories of Anaya would still haunt my dreams. Wandering the woods of Darkshore in a stupor, I found myself in the ruins of Amatharan, where I saw the haunted spirit of my beloved. She must be freed, but I lack the heart to do it. Her spirit must be destroyed.
Greetings. Hey! Help me with my latest invention, the BuzzBox! You can talk to people far away! Maybe you've already seen them! They're boxes with levers on them! The only problem is they need constant maintenance. Each one suffers from a different problem, but I made a really smart decision. I placed each one near creatures that have the proper parts to fix that particular machine. Right now, BuzzBox 827 is on the Fritz. It's just south of Aberdeen, real close. It takes 6 crawler legs to fix it. I'll pay you. I came to Aberdeen because of the quiet. I want to invent my inventions where it's quiet, because after a night of drinking, I don't like all the noise of Ironforge. So I took a ship to Aberdeen and had a little too much to drink on the way. I dropped my box of gaffer jacks overboard. I need my gaffer jacks. I don't know exactly where I dropped them, but if you fish for them in the ocean, you might get lucky.
Right. Hi there, I'm Gubba Blump. I love fishing. The Blump family is known for fishing. My name is Gubba Blump. I fish. There's a kind of fish I like to catch around these parts called Darkshore Grouper. I used to go out on a boat to fish for grouper, but no boats have been going out since them mean old Murlocs moved in. I bet they've been eating up all the grouper too. Say, you want to help me catch Darkshore Grouper? I'd give you a bona fide Blump family fishing pole if you did. It's a real good pole to catch fish with.
Off with it.
I love crab. Crabs are the fruit of the sea. You can bake it, barbecue it, boil it and broil it. They're pan-fried, deep-fried and stir-fried. There's crab salad, crab soup, crab stew, pepper crab, lemon crab, whipper-root crab and Ironforge surprise crab. That's about it. I'm here fishing right now, so I can't get any fine crab chunks. You can pick them out of reef crawlers and encrusted tide crawlers. You can make a lot with it. You can bake it, barbecue it, boil it.
finest wares in the land.
Them some real nice groupers, adventurer. Thanks for helping me out. You're at least as good of a fisherman as my cousin, Graun Blump. She also has a beard and she smells kind of funny, but that don't do nothing to stop her fishing. I reckon you have what it takes to use a Blump family fishing pole.
Safe travels.
can't believe you found them! You must be the luckiest person in Kalimdor! We know you're lucky, but just how lucky are you, adventurer? One night, I was wandering the roads of Darkshore. I was looking for a good river or lake to try my new self-propelled exploding duck decoy, and I think I was a little tipsy because I passed out and awoke hours later in Aberdeen. My hair was singed, and my bag of electropellers was gone. I must have dropped them in the water. I need those electropellers. Maybe you can fish them out of some lake or stream in Darkshore. Daylight.
Hostile moonkin roam in ever-increasing numbers to our east. They once were thought to be gentle, almost mystical creatures. While some continue to hold reverence for them, the safety of Aberdeen forces me to keep a more realistic view. I've received reports that moonkin are being drawn to a large red crystal along Darkshore's eastern mountain range. No one has any idea what that crystal is, or even if it really exists. I want you to locate it over there and report back to me what you find.
I'm so glad Chief Archaeologist Grey Whisker sent for us. What an honor it was when Master Grey Whisker assigned me to work.
Hello, person. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Do you smell that delicious aroma? It's my secret recipe, adventurer, fresh strider stew. Delicious. Perhaps you would be interested in learning the recipe. Before I teach you the recipe, you will need to prove that you can handle the beasts. Now, I don't expect you to go out and tame one and ride it back to me. But if you can kill a few and bring back some of their succulent meat, I may be persuaded to show you the ways of strider stew. Stop.
The ruins of Bashalaran to the east are overrun with demonic minions. The sprites and satyrs that have taken up residence in the area feed upon the magical energies of the area, their powers growing from continued exposure. Even with that, I have noticed that there is one shrine they will not approach. On the western side of the ruins, atop a small bluff, a strange blue aura permeates. There must be an explanation to the demon's reluctance. I would like you to investigate it. Adventurer, a task I would ask of you. Have you seen the ruins of Ameth Aran? If not, you will find them on the eastern side of the main road, some ways to the south. Once they were the home of many powerful highborn. Now they are a testament to the destruction their dabblings produced. I've been told by the Sentinels that the spirits of the Highborn persist, and that they wield their ancient magical implements. Those relics must be appropriated so that we might destroy them. Greetings, person. I am Tharnarian Tree Tender. A sickness spreads across the Darkshore, gripping the minds and bodies of all it touches. The Thistlebears have been hit the hardest by this plague. The once noble beasts are now an instrument of destruction, rabid and frenzied. I may have a cure for this ailment. Take this trap to the forest and lay it on the ground. Any rabid thistlebear that crosses the light shall become docile for a short time. Once the bear is docile, it shall follow you. Lead it back here, adventurer. Good luck. Adventurer, I've come to find out how rampant the effects of fell moss are throughout Darkshore. The corruption of Teldrassil and our surrounding lands really concerns the druids of the Cenarian Circle and all night elves. It is my goal to find out why this has happened and to put an end to it. Some of my brethren were rescued from a corrupt furbog in Teldrassil, and I've vowed to stop any more atrocities before more of our kind are injured, or worse. I've seen a couple hints of corruption in Darkshore already, but I have yet to find any widespread signs. I think it would be logical if the investigation continued with the Furbogs. Would you find one of their camps and return to me if you see any signs of corruption? Denied.
Vishnu Allah. Goddess watch over you.
I need to get closer.
I hope the Murloc did not give you much trouble in collecting this for us. I will be sure to get this on the next hippogriff to Darnassus. The Temple of the Moon has given me some funds to hand out for assistance. Please have some with our thanks. Your success here emboldens me to offer you a chance to aid the Temple of the Moon further, if you are interested. That beached creature is not an isolated incident here in Darkshore. There are more along the coastline and even in the water. I would like for you to investigate another one that we know of. This one was reported to be in the water due west of Oberdeen, close to a sunken vessel. Return to me with anything that you may recover that would aid our research. Also, in your travels you may find other creatures. By all means, if you should discover anything, then please bring it to our attention. Your body looks worn and your spirit weary. Your body looks